This story is a reminder. I've discussed this before, but guys, y'all need to understand that certain people live in a completely different world than you do. It doesn't matter how factual or analytical that you may think that you are. If you discuss stuff with enough people, you'll come to find very quickly that they're living on a different planet. And this story that I'm going to cover here will speak to that. For starters, it is of no secret that it doesn't really matter what it is. You go to any subculture. Saying things or taking a position publicly, that is anything outside of the general sort of mainstream sort of leftism, if you will, you are going to have a lot of backlash. We know that's where this whole cancellation thing even came from. We understand that if you do take a position that is definitely on the other side, it's going to come with its set of problems. This is why so many of these folks who are, let's say, conservative or even libertarian are doing so in hiding among the popular culture, if you will. It's not a secret. We all know this is the case. However, if you discuss this very topic with someone, let's say that's backtrack. If you discuss this with someone that's a leftist, they will put you under the impression that they are the ones that are being persecuted, and it couldn't be anything further from the truth. But this is the ultimate reality. There's a story right here. Everybody's favorite Taylor Lorenz. Listen to what it is that she's saying. This is in this post, and we know there's this whole deal going on with Israel and Palestine and all this other stuff. Listen to this. This is what Lorenz had to say. Anyone who's worked as a journalist at the New York Times knows that journalists there are absolutely allowed to loudly espouse political opinions. You just have to have the right political opinions. Now listen to this. This is insane. Right-wing opinions are fine. Left-wing opinions are not. That's what she said. Couldn't be anything further from the truth. Anybody that looks at that rationally or keeps up with, even if it's New York Times or anybody for that matter, especially in the mainstream, understands that, come on, man, nobody's believing that. But as I've talked about before, these guys actually believe that they're the ones being persecuted. And to be fair, their entire ideology rests upon people having or being under this assumption, right? Because they are the ones that are oppressed, and to them it justifies anything it is that they, let's say or do. They get to present themselves as brave and martyrs, even in some given cases. Look, the reality is this, and we all know this. There isn't really any subculture now these days that doesn't lean left. And I've talked about this with conservatives, if you will, conceding culture, because y'all ain't even got control of country music anymore. You don't even have that. NASCAR, you don't even got none of that anymore. These guys now control absolutely everything, which is why, you kind of need to get more involved in the arts. We've been talking about this, but, some people don't get it. So you don't have control of any of these sort of institutions, and you don't have control of these subcultures either. They tend to lean left. But again, you talk with these other guys, they will put you under this moronic impression that, oh, no. It's actually the leftists that are the one being, let's say, punished for their political views or having views on given subjects. Like, bro, that couldn't be anything further from the truth. Alpha Core #1's pre-order is live. Written by the legendary Chuck Dixon and penciled by Joe Bennett. Visit Rippaverse.com to grab a copy and any of the merchandise items. Be sure to also check out the animated trailer for the campaign, which is the latest project from Rippaverse Studios. Y'all be easy.